Hello and welcome to another live. Now, question to you, my friends. Do you know what's going to be hitting us with the next pandemic? Any ideas? This is happening live, so if you have any suggestions, write it in the box. I'll give you 10 seconds. You can tell I've been a teacher during the pandemic. Okay, time is up. For those of you who don't know, or if you have worked out what it is, I will send something nice to you. But basically, the next pandemic that is hitting the world is mental health related issues. It is a big, big deal. So basically, what I'm trying to say is this. COVID-19 hit us big time. We know that. We don't need to go there. We've had that big, big issue. But now, mental health, as a consequence, mental health is a big, big deal. And I don't know if you know, my friends, psychology related, mental health related masters is absolutely in demand. It is such that my friends here at Oxford International Education Group, a big shout out to them. I'm an authorized partner for them, and they have actually come across, they've actually produced this brand new course just for you guys. They've had their first intake in April, and now it's in January 2024, and that is what I'm going to talk to you about. So, big shout out to Oxford International Education Group. The reason why I give them a shout out is, like I said, number one, I'm their direct partner, authorized partner. They actually teach or provide the pre-masters course at their centers. So, for example, this course is actually happening at De Montfort University's International College, which is run by Oxford International Education Group. After that, you progress on to the masters. In this case, it's psychological well-being. Okay, so I'm going to remove that right now, and I'm going to share my screen with you. So here we go. Let's see if it'll work. Okay, now I'm going to disappear from here. I think you'll still be able to see me, but let me see if I can do this. Hold on, I'll do that here, and that works like that. That doesn't work. Okay, right, so you can see me, so not a problem. I'm going to put this on full screen so you can see fully. So you've seen the screen, so I'm going to move on. Right, so pre-masters leading to a master's. In case you're wondering what on earth is going on, for this one, I'm actually going to show myself so I can explain it properly to you. Is that how you do it? No, you know, that's what I do. Okay, so this is, let me just do that. Okay, right. So basically what I'm trying to say is this. I can't see you guys, but I can see the PowerPoint. So it'll work. It'll work out in the end. Right. So if you are doing a pre-masters, leading to a master's, it's basically a joint CAS. What does that mean? In normal English, it means you have one visa for both courses. Okay, I repeat, you have one visa for both courses. So in actual fact, as a consequence, it is actually a long visa. Now, the reason I'm highlighting this is because number one, students may or may not realize that. And number two, it has its benefits, it has its perks. So you should be asking me, what are the benefits? The benefits are you are going to be spending millions and millions. Let's say you're from West Africa. If you're spending millions and millions of naira to come to study in the UK anyway, you might as well come here for a longer visa, which will be academically suitable for you. Okay, as you know, educational systems in different parts of the world are very, very different. This pre-masters actually will help you in order to make you more able, more capable academically to be successful in your masters. You and I know doing any Mickey Mouse degree course and just passing isn't enough. It doesn't cut it. Okay, you need to make sure you do a degree such that you will actually have a good future afterwards. And that's my job as your counselor, as your consultant, to ensure that you will select a course that is suitable for you. And pre-masters are for that particular reason. Right, so I'm going to go back and, I'm going to tell you the next slide, which you'll need to know. So let me just make that full. Right, so the next thing is, like I said before, April intake has gone now. Whether you've done a HND or if you've done a degree, for all of you guys, the duration of the course is for pre-masters is 6 months. So basically the way it works is the next intake is January 2024. Okay, so then the pre-masters will be happening from January 2024. I know I'm thinking ahead, but I have to do this for you guys. January 2024 all the way to, let's say, June 2024, because it's a 6-month course. And then you actually start your masters in September 2024. Okay, so that's the thinking I'm coming with you. I'm really thinking in advance just for you guys because I don't want you to miss this opportunity. It's a good course. And by the way, you don't need to do IELTS. I'll talk about that in a minute. Right. So basically, these are for students who would like to study psychology, psychological well-being. Okay, it's at De Montfort University, which is where my heart is. I'm a graduate there twice. I'm an alumni twice. I live in the city, so not a problem. So basically, these are the academic requirements. Now, before I do that, I think I've had a lot of people coming in. Let me see who came into the. Who was that? Oh, they've gone. Okay, I don't know who it was. If you know who it was, I'll probably watch it afterwards. Right. So basically, let me do this for you. I don't think it's not going to work. Oh, I really wanted to do that. But anyway, what I'm going to do is I'll go back to my normal screen. This time I'm going to make it smaller so you can see. So let me do that here. Okay, fine. So you can see that I'm going to put it on full screen now. Okay, so I'm going to get my pen here so you can see. Last time in my first video, I couldn't do it, but this time I will. So I'm going to get a laser pointer. Right, so as you can see, who can do the pre-masters leading to the masters? These are the kind of people that will be eligible for the course. Number one is third-class graduates, or if you are a H&D holder. Okay, so these are the two types of students who will be able to be eligible for this course. But there is a stipulation. Okay, there is a condition. Let me see. Why is it not letting me do this? Okay, it's not letting me do this. Why not? Okay, you can only do this course if you've completed your degree or your H&D in the last 7 years. Okay, so you've done this degree in the last 7 years, you would be eligible to get an admission for a pre-masters leading to MSc in psychological well-being. Now, what kind of subjects do you need to study previously in order to get an admission? Obvious one is psychology. So you've done a degree or H&D in psychology, or these are the options, guys. Psychology and a second subject is also acceptable. Now, this is the sweet one. Students who've actually done one module, if you haven't done a degree or a H&D in psychology specifically, but you've done one module on psychology and you've also undertaken any research training, they'll accept you for the course. Okay, so maybe you've done a final year project or you've done some PGD in perhaps in psychology, but if you've done even one module in your first degree or in your H&D, but you've done some research training, you'll be eligible for pre-masters leading to a master's. Also, please be aware, this is very important. If you are qualified and experienced, big emphasis on the word experience in this field, in psychology, mental health, that kind of thing, with a science or social background, they will accept that. Okay, so if you have a science background, if you have a social science background, they'll accept that if you are experienced in this field. Okay, now give me a thumbs up. By this time, if you're still watching me, if you like what you see, and if you think you're suitable, give me a thumbs up so I know who you are, and then we can DM me direct and then we can move on. Right, now why does Afsana have a big slide with balloons on it? Not because I like balloons, because they actually remind me of sweets and I'm fasting, so just ignore that. The big yeah in the middle means this. Please be aware of this. You do not need IELTS if you have YX C6 or above in English language. Okay, so if I don't get a yeah from that, I don't know when I will. Okay, psychology, guys, this is so much good news for you guys, such good news. If you have a C6 or above in English language, YX or NECO, you do not need to do IELTS. IELTS is waived. Okay, right, so that's that. The next thing which I want to say is I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You need to know this, is that you will need to do a credibility interview. All pre-master students need to do this anyway through Oxford International Education Group. You need to give a deposit of, let's say, £1,000. That's to secure the offer and for you to book the interview. I'll talk about that in a minute. But for this particular course, there may be, I'm not going to say there will be for sure. If you do really well in a credibility interview, if you showcase your skills and your experience, you may not need to do this. But I thought I'd just make this aware for you, okay, that possibly you might need to do an additional interview, okay? Just be aware of that. Okay, next. Another prerequisite or another requirement to get to the masters is this. This is not specific for other masters, only for this particular masters, for the psychological Wellbeing MSc is that, the pre-master's course, guys, you need to at least minimum achieve 60% in order to progress to the master's. Okay, that's what they're saying, and that's what I'd like to say to you. You need to be able to achieve 60% overall from the pre-masters in order to progress to the masters. Okay, if you have any issues with that, if you don't think you're academically, you want to do that, talk to me. Let's see what we can do. If need be, we can talk. Even during the credibility interview, you can even ask, what will happen if I do or don't get 60%? You need to find out if this course is the right fit for you. And that's why they have this requirement. Okay, they have an expectation for you to get minimum 60% in order to move on to the MSc. Okay, right. Now, course fees, you'll be asking me this. I know this. It's probably in the back of your mind, and I'm going to say it to you for you. The pre-masters, it's around £12,000, shy of £12,000. So the pre-master at the moment, the published price is £11,995. Hold on, I'll talk to you about the payment plan in a minute. And the MSc itself, psychological well-being, is £15,800. Okay, I need to say this. Just stop what you're doing right now. Just listen to me for this. You do not need to pay your MSc until you start it. You don't need to pay for your pre-masters and your masters together. You pay for your pre-masters by enrollment, all of it, and you only pay for your masters when it starts. So for example, if you're doing your pre-masters in January 2024, you pay for £11,995. I'll tell you about the breakdown in a minute. You need to pay that by enrollment, all of it. You only pay £15,800. That amount of money for the MSc, you don't pay any of it at all until you start your September, when you start the masters. Okay? Obviously, you need to show this in the bank for proof of funds, but you don't literally need to pay for it until September 2024. Any questions, please write them in the comments. I will get back to you. Okay, so here's the payment plan. Now I'm going to sit down nicely and comfortably for this. And for this, I'm going to actually see if anybody's actually watching. If not, that's okay. Right, nobody's watching, but that's okay. All right, now I'm going to make that PowerPoint a bit bigger so you can see. Okay, it's bigger now. Okay, let's make it bigger. Right, if I do that, does it actually work? As you can see, this is the first time I'm doing this. Okay, it's fine. We can deal with this. No. Let me fix this properly. Can I make it smaller? Yeah, I can. I need to know if I can see you guys and see this at the same time. All right, I haven't sorted it out yet. Okay, so basically we go. No, that doesn't look right. I think I might make it bigger. Okay, I can't see you, but it's okay. So the payment plan. This is how it works. Okay, now, like I said, the pre-master's fee is £11,995. We get that. Now, to secure your offer and to actually get your scholarship, if you would like a scholarship, Oxford International Education Group, usually they do scholarships. But if there's anything like that going on in the offer letter, they do actually ask you to pay for at least 50% of your fee by a certain deadline in order to secure your offer and to actually get a scholarship if it's offered to you. Okay, so that's point number one. Point number two, if you can pay, so let's say what's half of £11,995? Let's say 6,000. So you need to pay 50% to secure your offer and to actually secure your scholarship. And that's how much you need in actually to get the CAS. Okay, to release the CAS, you need to pay 50% of the fee of the pre-masters, not all of it for the pre-masters. Now, if you feel that it's too much, the other option is you pay £1,000, okay, just to secure the offer, not just to secure offer, to book a credibility interview. Okay, they will not be able to accommodate you until you've actually paid some money because they need to know if you're serious. If you're serious, then you need to pay. Okay, once you've paid, then they'll book your credibility interview. We'll go through the interview. I'll talk about that in a minute with you. Once you've done that, to release the CAS, you need to pay 50% of the fee at least. If you pay all of it, the good thing is you show less in your proof of funds. If you understand that, great. If you don't, write in the comment, Afsana, I don't know what you're talking about, that if you pay more, you show less in the proof of funds. If you don't understand that, just write to me and then I'll do another live or another PowerPoint just to explain the maths. Okay, now the next point is, so that's the pre-master's gone. The next master's fee, you only pay that at the beginning of your master's course. So in this case, at De Montfort University, masters start either at the end of September or beginning of October. Now they have several international payment plans. One of them is you pay all of it, the whole £15,800, or they have two possible, not two. They have one international payment plan, and that is you pay 50% of the master's fee in September, and the remaining fee you pay in 2 installments later on in the year. Okay, and that's what it is. That's how the De Montfort University's installment plan works. So you pay 50% at the beginning of the year for September, and then pay the other 25% later on in the year, and then you've paid all of your fees. So that's how it works. Okay. Right, another beauty which I need to say about MSc in psychological well-being is, I'm going to highlight this so that you can see as well. Let me just highlight that for you. Actually, no, I'm going to highlight this time. Is this, that you only need to attend 3 days, up to 3 days. Okay, that's not a very good idea. Let me just, can I rub this off? No, I can't. Okay. It won't let me. Okay, so 3 days. Okay, attendance is 3 days a week at the university per week. Also, you'll be doing 2 placements. So let me just do my screen properly. 2 placements. Isn't that a good thing? Okay, and each of them is only 1 day long. Okay, so there's 2 really good things happening with this master's degree after the pre-masters, is that the attendance is only 3 days a week. Also, you will be involved in 2 placements, and each placement is only 1 day long. But there is a condition that you may need to attend outside your standard teaching days. So it may not be in your 3 days. It could be the other 2 days. Just be aware of that. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Right. Oh, I think I'm at the end of the PowerPoint. Right. So basically, that's what I'll do. Discard. Yeah, I'll discard all that. Okay, and I'll put that in there. Right, so these are all my places where you can actually find me. So first of all, number 1, what did you think of that PowerPoint? Let me know what you think of the course. If you know anybody who would like to study psychological well-being at De Montfort University, and you don't want to, and you're a 3rd class holder, or you're a HND holder, which you've completed in the last 7 years, then this course is for you. Here are all of my contact details. So you've got Instagram. You can DM me. This, I manage the Instagram page. So actually all of them. So ukbright.education. That's my handle at Instagram, or UK Bright Education on Facebook. On Instagram, it's actually my name, Afsana Ahmed. On YouTube, you can write a comment right now if you want. If you're on YouTube, if you're watching this, you can write it on there. On all of these, I'm very responsive. If you've got any questions at all, just contact me. Also, you can get direct to my inbox, which is afsana@ukbrightaeducation.com. Okay, so I'll give you a few seconds to screenshot that. But for that, what I'll do is I'll just get out of the way. Let me just get out of the way. Okay, I'm out of the way now. So I'll give you a few seconds for that. So you can contact me in any of those. Okay, so that's that. So I'm going to remove that. So what do you think of that so far? Let me know. It's basically a pre-master's leading to a master's in psychological well-being. So it's 2 courses joined together. Okay, you don't pay for the master's until when you actually start your master's course. You pay for the pre-master's in advance. That's the only thing. The beauty of this is, number 1, the beauties of this, or the benefits of studying this is, number 1, you don't need IELTS. Okay, IELTS is waived if you have WAEC or NECO C6 or above in English language. Number 2, the commitment is very good. I'm not talking about the pre-masters. For the master's part, the commitment is minimum 3 days a week. Okay, only 3 days a week. Also, you'll be having 2 placements. Each placement is 1 day long, but it could be during another time, not during your timetable class time. Okay, now If you feel that is something for you, or a loved one or a friend or family, kindly share this video or this YouTube, or if you're on Instagram, even on Instagram. If you feel that this is suitable for you, all you need to do is to DM me direct, and we'll take it from there. This is for January 2024. That's the next intake. So if you feel this is for you, just DM me. Until next time, my friends, take care. Bye-bye.